I'm making this little video here because a question I get asked a lot, especially from people who don't practice yoga, is what pose can I do for my back when my back's in pain? Well, the thing about yoga is there's not like one thing you can do. I mean, the benefit to back pain in yoga is that yoga makes your back strong, right? And makes a healthy muscle so you experience back pain less. So here's the issue with back pain. Often, and I'm not an expert, but this is my experience with back pain as someone who used to have it really chronically 20 years ago when I was younger. And also as a massage therapist. So I do know and understand the body and how it works, and I understand especially about muscles. So your muscle, when it is working, it contracts. And it's working, right? That's how we contracts. And when it's not working, it should be able to let go and be soft. So it's this constant muscles do this. Often when you have tension, when you have pain, it's because your muscle is not a healthy muscle. It's staying in a state of contraction. So it's staying gripped all the time, and that can be very painful. And that is not the sign of a healthy muscle, because a muscle should be able to soften and relax. That is why massage therapy is so great for back pain. So in yoga, here's just a very short sequence that I would do if my back is very activated, if I were in pain. We don't want to overstretch, because if your muscle's like this and you're just trying to stretch it, that's not going to help. So you need to make sure that you are hydrated. A healthy muscle should be like a sponge that you want to wring out, not like a dried up sponge, right? You can't move that. You want it fluid. And what you can work on is your opposing muscle group to your back, especially your low back, is your abdominals. So build up strength in your abdominals will help support the low back. And also your core is actually this whole thing. It's not your abs. Your core is a container here. So you really want to have that balance of strength all the way around. So let's just say you came home from work and your back's hurting and you'd like to get some relief. I will show you what I would do. Oh, one more thing I wanted to explain. That when you are tight in because of the way the pelvis is, and the pelvis is a lot of times you have tension somewhere else, especially in your quads, outer hips, glutes, or inner thighs, so all four regions, they all attach into the pelvis. If they're tight, they're gonna pull on your pelvis, which can then cause back pain up here, right? Because your lumbar, all that attaches onto the pelvis here, these attach here, these are tight, they pull on the pelvis, which jacks up your low back. So we're gonna work on opening all of these, as well as gentle lengthening of the abdominals, front body, and lengthening of the back body. So here's what I would do, and this is especially for Dr. Reed. Hands come down. Hopefully she won't get mad at me for saying that. All right, press into your knuckles. Knees are underneath your hips. Just a little cat-cow. So you want to be careful. I don't want you to do too much, especially this part where you're going to tilt forward. So you're dropping the top of the sacrum down like that, not too much, right? And then exhale. Begin to push the floor away and bring the tailbone under. I don't want to say tuck your tailbone, but that's kind of sort of the action we're starting to do. And I just want to do this to get a little mobility going in your spine and in those muscles. But if it's painful, I want you to go really slow, and I want you to back off. Just keep it very simple. All right, cat-cow. Inhale. Use your breath. Exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to do about 3 to 5 more of these. Keep going. Inhale. Follow the rhythm of your breath. breath. So some of it is also what's going on up here, right? So this breathing and focusing on your breath is getting the mind to pay attention. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Also, when we're tense and in pain, we kind of often hold our breath and do this. Okay, one more time. And then press the floor away. All right, and then I want you to shift back onto your heels and lengthen your spine. So the belly down is going to stay steady, and the belly up is going to rotate to your right side. Gently, 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 gently. Tuck your chin towards your right shoulder and just take this little twist. 5 breaths here. And then come back to center and go in the opposite direction. So lengthen first. We want to get space between the vertebrae and then gently twist. How much can you twist? When you feel, here's the difference in pain. Achy, owy, stretchy is good. Ripping, tearing, shearing pain is bad. So you need to decide. All right, slowly come back to center. Now, we're going to come back to all fours. If you have yoga blocks, even better. Or if you have some books, they help to lift you up a little bit. And I just want you to take this right foot forward into a lunge. So make sure that your feet are kind of, or your knee and your foot are on railroad tracks here. And you can keep your hands down. Actually, let's bring our hands to our knees. I want you to lift up, zip up the front body, engage so pull your pubic bone to your navel and your navel to your spine. And then gently come forward just till you feel a stretch here. Doesn't have to be a lot. You might also, I like to tuck the toe under. It feels more stable. And if you feel like you're rocking all over the place, take your foot a little more to the right. All right? And if it's uncomfortable on your knee, you can put a blanket under it. But if you get on the top third of the knee, it's usually, that's pretty stable. You're not going to hurt your knee. All right? And this is to open the quads. And then I want you to take 10 breaths here. Probably on about 3. Soften your shoulders. You can close your eyes. 4. And then you can also take a little twist here, just the belly up, twist to the right. Yeah. And then come back to center, and you're going to switch sides. So I just like to bring my right knee, and I'm a little tired today, just taught an intense class, so I'm using my blocks. All right, come on up. Zip up the front body, pull it up. Roll the shoulders down and back, lift your heart, be steady, and then gently just come forward a little bit till you feel the stretch. It's in your hip flexors, your quadriceps, the top of the quadricep. Hold that. I'm going to get a strap for a second. Breathe here. Close your eyes. How about 5 more breaths here? 5 more breaths. Think about taking your outer shoulders back a little more so the shoulder blades are coming in towards your spine. And then again, a gentle twist to your left side. Gentle. All right, come back to center. Hands come down, left knee next to the right. I want you to come all the way down to your belly. So if you can even use this as a little opportunity for toning, to lift the belly, toning your arms as you come down. And I want you to press into the tops of your feet, bring your elbows directly, make sure you can see this, elbows directly underneath the shoulders, all right? Push down into your elbows and lift your heart up, so we don't want to be like this. We're pushing here, lifting up. Now shoulders pull back, push into the tops of the feet, hold your Sphinx pose here. This is just opening in case you have tension here, the opposing muscle group that's creating that pain in the back. This is to strengthen the back. Be careful. If it causes pain, don't do it. All right? We're going to actually bring your hands by your middle ribs. Squeeze the elbows in. Push into the tops of the feet, super strong, and just come up a little bit. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down. Move with your breath. Inhale, rise up. Push into the tops of the feet. So my knees are not even touching the mat. I'm pushing so hard. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Little cobra rolls. Exhale down. Now we're going to take locust pose. So inhale, rise up. Bring up your feet and your shoulders, but none of this, right? Long back of the neck. But breathe here for 5. Try to soften the glutes a little bit. So they're engaged, but they're not gripping, all right? And then lower down. So this is to strengthen your back. I would do like 5 of these a day. All right, do that again. Inhale, rise up. 2, locust pose, 5 breaths. Breathe. Close your eyes. All right, and then bring your hands back down. Press yourself up onto your knees and sit back onto your heels again. And one more little twist to the right. Little twist to the left. Do that again. Little twist to the right. And a little twist to the left. All right. Make your way onto your back. Be careful coming out of this. So lift up. I think I like to cross my ankles and just shift my weight back if that's available. You can also gently, just watch your knees, okay? Watch your knees here. Sit on your hip, swing your legs around. All right, lie down on your back. And the first thing we're gonna do is cross the right ankle over the left knee, okay? So think about this space in the low back. I want you to the little arch, the natural arch that's supposed to be there. We're not supposed to flatten that out, but for this exercise, go ahead and flatten out that low back. And then press the right knee away from you and bring the left knee to the chest. And you can grab your hamstrings, you can grab your shin. Okay, and if you can't do either of these, then this is what I want you to do. I want you to lift your foot up and have someone stand and put your foot on their thigh. And they can lean into a little bit to help bring this left knee in. So have a friend stand. I do this with my students a lot, facing the student, and take their foot and put it on my thigh, and then lean in a little bit to bring this in. And this is releasing the glutes. And if you are in a chair a lot, or you ride in a car, you can get really tight in this very large muscle group and a lot of tension, and that doesn't mean that it's healthy. All right, so close your eyes. This is actually the pose, if I had to pick one pose that I do for back pain. For me, it's usually my glutes or my quads that are tense that need to be released. And you can hold this a long time, so you can actually pause. If you feel like you're releasing tension in that right hip, you can pause your video and hold it a little longer until it softens a bit. And then you're going to bring your left foot down. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a bathrobe belt or pretty much anything. I'm trying to think, like a belt for your coat, or there's a towel. You can use a towel. Flex your foot, toes to your nose, and I want you to gently just give a little pull. Not a lot. I don't want your face to go like that, right? Just a little pull, because what we're doing is we just released the glutes, now releasing the hamstrings, right? And hold your strap in each hand. Soften. Don't let your face scrunch up. If it's doing that, it's too tight, then you have to back off a little bit. Press through the heel. All right, take both straps in your right hand, and I have a table here. Keep the toes coming towards your nose, even as you open out to the side. I want you to open out maybe 1/3 to 2/3, but don't roll over and take it to the floor, right? Let it hold just to stretch the inner thigh, your adductors. Once you learn this routine, you can hold a little longer if you'd like. Take your left leg out straight now. Take both straps in the left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side. Now gently guide your right foot across so your right hip's gonna pick up. And I just want you to get this nice twist, outer hip, glute medius. Turn your head to the right. Oh, that's my iPad. My foot's on my iPad. Center. We're going to do all that on the other side. So start by putting your left ankle over the right knee. Put your foot up on someone's thigh. Let them lean into you, or reach through and grab your hamstring. But watch, look what I did with my head. I went to get up there, right? I want your neck and shoulders relaxed here. I don't want you to be like that, right? And then breathe here. Always nice to put on a little bit of music. Just take this, carve out this time for your own self-care. It's so important. I also recommend a really good chiropractor. I usually start with a massage therapist. I can make recommendations. All right. Notice your exhale especially. Release the right foot down, put the strap around your left foot. And it's not down in the arch, it's up like at the base of the toes. Yep, right at the pads of the foot. And then gently pull in. So I feel this much tighter on this side. Soften your shoulders, look at your big toe or close your eyes. Take both straps in your left hand, open out to the left side, flex the foot, super strong. Hold there. Again, close your eyes, breathe. From here, come back to center. You're going to take both straps in your right hand this time. Extend your right foot. And now use your right hand to pull the left leg across. Left hip is going to lift up like this. And turn your head and look to the left. So that might cause a little pain. If that's too much, you can release the strap, bend your knee. See if this is a little bit softer. All right? Turn and look. Back to center. All right, bring both knees into your chest. Drop your knees to the left, turn and look to the right. And then come back to center. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and as always in yoga, I would recommend that you just lie here for about 5 minutes. Put something over your eyes in Shavasana and just let yourself be still for 5 minutes. So good for you. All right, and then you can do that when I'm done talking. All right, you can take your relaxation. The last thing I just wanted to show you a few more tips. I use this in my massage therapy practice. It's called BioFreeze, and it's Cool the Pain. It's a roll-on you can use. I have a handheld foam roller that I use for my quads, for my outer hip, sometimes in my glutes and hamstrings. I did show that to you, Dr. Reed. And then another thing you can do is get this foam roller. This is a regular old foam roller. You can get them anywhere, Target. And when my back's really, you do just what it says. In those spots that are tense, where you're feeling pain. I'm not an expert at foam rolling, but I use it for my own stuff. And this really helps because it's the reaction of the muscle to the foam. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it's all the rage, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube that you can do foam rolling for back pain. So you can use the handheld one, or you could use one like this. So between the BioFreeze, the foam rolling, and this 20-minute little video, I hope that has you feeling better. And I'm going to make another video soon, kind of a beginner's morning routine that I hope you incorporate into your life. It will only enhance it. Have a great day.